Footsteps on the gravel sound like echoes from my youth. There's a main street with a stoplight that still flickers after dark, and a rusted metal bleacher by the edge of Miller's Park. I remember all the summers when the nights were ours to claim, and the world felt thin and fragile as we whispered out our names. And every broken window held a future we believed. In those small towns and big dreams, where the nights felt built for us, every heartbeat hit like thunder, every plan was made from dust. Yeah, we swore we'd chase horizons till we found what life could mean. Small towns and big dreams, wild and clean. We were running on ambition with no road maps in our hands, living every day like something just beyond us would expand. There were heartbreaks, there were long nights, but we didn't slow our pace, 'cause the fire in our chests kept pulling us from place to place. And the future felt like music in a song we couldn't see. In those small towns and big dreams, where the nights felt built for us, every heartbeat hit like thunder, every plan was made from dust. Yeah, we swore we'd chase horizons till we found what life could mean. Small towns and big dreams, wild and clean. Maybe dreaming's just a compass pointing where our souls belong. Maybe hope is in the distance that we learn to chase along. And the towns that shaped our stories still remind us who we are, guiding every scar. From those small towns and big dreams, we found roads that made us new. Every stumble, every detour led to something shining through. Yeah, the future still feels open, like a sky we've yet to see. Small towns and big dreams made for me. The sunrise hits the windshield like a truth I can't outrun. I've been walking through the questions I've been scared to let unfold, all the choices that I made when I mistook my fear for bold. And the map I thought would guide me turned to ashes in the rain, but the road kept calling softly like it knew my hidden pain. And the wind beside the highway says there's more for me to find. With a broken compass, brave heart, I'm still learning where to go. Every step becomes a lesson, every mile begins to glow. Yeah, I'm chasing down the meaning in the places torn apart. With a broken compass, but a brave heart. There were nights I lost direction in the fog of who I've been, tried to anchor down my future in the storms I carried in. But the sky keeps clearing slowly, showing lines I didn't see, and the silence in the distance seems to whisper back to me. And the road ahead grows brighter as the doubts fall off my chest. With a broken compass, brave heart, I'm still learning where to go. courage isn't knowing where the ending's gonna land. Maybe strength is in the moments when you stand with empty hands, and the road becomes a teacher when the world feels too far gone, telling you move on. With a broken compass, brave heart, I'm still learning how to rise. Every sunrise on the roadside puts the truth back in my eyes. Yeah, the future's wide and open where the long roads restart. With a broken compass, but a brave heart. The white lines blur like memory. You only see in motion. There's a rhythm in the distance where the sunrise hits the ground, and the quiet in the morning feels like something newly found. Every mile beneath the tires writes a story I once knew, tracing shadows from the past as I chase something true. And the wind begins to whisper like it's pointing where to go. These are lines on the open highway, pulling pieces back to me. Every moment feels like breathing, every breath a chance to be. Yeah, the past grows soft behind me, in the space where hope can stay. Lines on the open highway lead my way. There were years I didn't listen to the voice inside my chest. Let the noise of all my failures make me think I wasn't blessed. But the farther that I travel, the more clearly I can see all the roads I thought were ending were just turning back to me. And the sky keeps opening wider as the morning lights the band. These are lines on the open highway, pulling pieces back to me. Every moment feels like breathing, every breath a chance to be. Yeah, the past grows soft behind me, in the space where hope can stay. Lines on the open highway leading my way. Freedom isn't running, maybe peace is learning slow. Maybe hearts unlock their courage on the roads that help them grow. And the lines across the asphalt feel like chapters leading home, never more alone. These are lines on the open highway, and they pull me toward the light. Every mile becomes a promise that the darkness lost its fight. Yeah, the future feels much brighter where the long roads fade to day. Lines on the open highway show the way. night carries a quiet that feels older than the road. I've been driving past the fences where the daylight used to fade, tracing memories on the skyline like the promises we made. Every mile beneath the tires moves the weight from where it stayed, and the moon hangs in the distance like a truth I can't evade. And the wind across the window sings a name I've yet to choose. I've got miles before the moon and a heartbeat keeping time. Every shadow in the rear view turns to something soft and kind. Yeah, the road keeps pulling gently toward a night that feels like June. Miles before the moon, rising soon. There were nights I felt the quiet wrap around me like a shroud. Thought the darkness meant I lost the parts of me I once allowed. But the wide open horizon shows a glimmer I forgot, and the stars along the blacktop tell me life's still in my shot. And the sky begins to shimmer where the darkness starts to thin. I've got miles before the moon and a heartbeat keeping time. Every shadow in the rear view turns to something soft and kind. Yeah, the road keeps pulling gently toward a night that feels like June. Miles before the moon, rising soon. I've got miles before the moon, but I'm closer than I seem. Every mile becomes a memory, every breath becomes a dream. Yeah, tomorrow starts to glimmer as the night leans into noon. Miles before the moon, coming soon. The neon flickers slowly like a heart that's lost its beat. Checked in past the midnight when the world felt out of tune. Tossed my suitcase on the carpet, drew the blinds against the moon. Motel key number 9 hung heavy, cold against my palm, like a secret someone left me in a room that's far from calm. And the silence in the hallway feels like stories in the walls. With Motel key number 9, I'm unlocking old goodbyes. Every heartbeat echoes softly through the shadows in my eyes. Yeah, I'm running from the memories that I swore were left behind, but they're waiting in Motel key number 9. There's a photograph jacket by the chair of a summer we were certain that the world would meet us there. But the colors now are fading like the highway after rain. And the more I try to leave it, the more I feel the same. And the humming of the icebox sounds like footsteps in the dark. With Motel key looking 9, I'm unlocking old goodbyes. Every heartbeat echoes softly through the shadows in my eyes. Yeah, I'm running from the memories that I swore were left behind, but they're waiting in Motel key number 9. Maybe healing takes a detour, maybe peace is room to breathe. Maybe love is just a story that we never really leave. And the truth inside this motel feels like something sharp and kind, pointing me in time. With Motel key number 9, I'm unlearning old goodbyes. Every shadow turns to sunrise when I finally close my eyes. Yeah, the past becomes a memory I can greet without the shine as I leave. Motel key number 9. The heat rolls off the pavement like a memory coming back. There's a hum inside the speakers that reminds me who I was when the summers felt like fire and the world was built for us. Every lyric through the window pulls a picture from the past, and the warm wind through the dashboard makes the moment seem to last. And the sky turns slow and crimson like it's singing to my soul. With old songs on a warm road, I remember how to breathe. Every chorus hits like thunder from the nights I couldn't leave. Yeah, the past glows bright beside me as the daylight starts to fall. Old songs on a warm road, turning gold. There were nights we chased the skyline just to see how far we'd go, letting radios be compasses for hearts we didn't show. Now the verses feel like postcards from a life I nearly missed, and the chords unwrap the quiet of a time I can't resist. And the breeze across the blacktop feels like truth I used to know. With old songs on a warm road, I remember how to breathe. Every chorus hits like thunder from the nights I couldn't leave. Yeah, the past glows bright beside me as the daylight starts to fall. Old songs on a warm road, turning gold. Maybe healing's in the melodies we swore we'd never lose. Maybe hope is in the harmony of paths we didn't choose, and the warm air through the windows feels like something breaking free, singing back to me. With old songs on a warm road, every mile becomes a spark. Every memory grows brighter as the dust replaces dark. Yeah, the future feels much lighter where the long roads still unfold. Old songs on a warm road, brave and bold. The fur hits the window like a secret meant for two. There's a quiet in the cabin as the night slips off the road, and the colors start to gather where the fading shadows go. You're asleep beside the window with the sky against your face, and the world feels calm and open in this early morning space. And the hum beneath the tires sounds like promises in flight. It's a passenger seat sunrise, painting gold across your skin. Every heartbeat feels like freedom, with the day just drifting in. Yeah, the world begins its softness where the long roads intertwine. Passenger seat sunrise, you and mine. I remember all the midnights when we didn't know our way, when the maps were just suggestions and the dreams were hard to say. But the light across the dashboard makes the fears fall out of view, and the silence in the moment feels like something breaking through. And the breeze through cracked down windows feels like hope along the bend. It's a passenger seat sunrise, painting gold across your skin. Every heartbeat feels like freedom, with the day just drifting in. Yeah, the world begins its softness where the long roads intertwine. Passenger seat sunrise, you and mine. Maybe hope is slow and quiet, like the dawn that gently grows. Maybe love is in the moments where the universe unfolds, and the warmth that fills this silence feels like something built to last. Letting go of past in this passenger seat sunrise. Every dream feels clear and real. Every mile becomes a memory only time could help reveal. Yeah, the future opens golden as the day begins to shine. Passenger seat sunrise, you and mine. Silence in the morning, it's harder than it should. I've been waking up to echoes that don't feel like mine to keep, chasing footsteps in the hallways where the memories don't sleep. There's a calm that fills the spaces where your laughter used to be, and the quiet feels like thunder rolling straight through me. So I lace up all my reasons, hit the gravel just to breathe. From the quiet, from the weight of letting go, every heartbeat hits like fire down the roads I used to know. Yeah, I'm chasing something honest in the places you can't find, running from the quiet in my mind. All the corners of this small town still remember who we were. Every faded piece of sidewalk holds the ghost of a love's return. So I drive until the back roads blur their stories in the dust, trying hard to find the version of myself I used to trust. And the wind pulls on the edges of the truths I hid away. 'Cause I'm running from the quiet, from the weight of letting go. Every heartbeat hits like fire down the roads I used to know. Yeah, I'm chasing something honest in the places you can't find, running from the quiet in my maybe pieces in the stillness that I never learned to trust. Maybe healing grows in moments where the noise gives way to dust. But I'm learning in the long run that the quiet isn't wrong. It's where I still belong. But I'm running from the quiet till I learn what it can mean. Every mile I leave behind me turns the broken into clean. Yeah, the future starts unfolding where the truth and heartbeat shine. Running from the quiet one more time. The headlights write a story on the walls of passing towns. There were notes you used to scribble on receipts and window glass. Little thoughts you couldn't say out loud but never let just pass. I kept them in my jacket like a diary for the road. And every time the silence hit, your words would still unfold. And the hum beneath the asphalt feels like breathing from the past. These backseat letters still read clear in my mind. Every heartbeat hits in rhythm with chased the twilight like it owed you one more night. And the words were always fragile, holding hope we couldn't keep, but they settle in the corners of my memory when I sleep. And the wind through cracked down windows sounds like pages turning slow. These backseat letters still read clear in my mind. Every heartbeat hits in rhythm with the lines you left behind. Yeah, the road keeps turning softly through the moments we design. Backseat letters still mine. Scribbles that we write when we're unsure. Maybe truth is in the margins where the quiet hearts endure. And the ink you left still lingers through the miles I've yet to roam, pointing me toward home. These backseat letters stayed alive through every turn. Every memory grows brighter in the places where they burn. Yeah, the future feels much lighter with your words beside the line. Backseat letters still mine. The morning breaks in colors that weren't here the night before. I've been rolling through the questions that I tried to outrun, letting miles between my memories and the things I can't undo. There's a quiet in the distance where the light begins to climb, and the road ahead is humming like it knows what's on my mind. And the breeze across the window feels like something pulling through. I'm still driving toward tomorrow where the sunrise meets the plains. Every heartbeat feels like thunder shaking loose the old remains. Yeah, the world grows wide and open when the past is letting go. Still driving toward tomorrow, feeling whole. There were nights I held the silence like a weight I couldn't lift. Let the dark around my edges steal the hope I used to give. But the truth inside the engine and the hum of painted lines says the future doesn't vanish, only waits for clearer skies. And the sky turns slowly brighter as the long road bends ahead. I'm still driving toward tomorrow where the sunrise meets the plains. Every heartbeat feels like thunder shaking loose the old remains. Yeah, the world grows wide and open when the past is letting go. Still driving toward tomorrow, feeling whole, feeling whole. Maybe healing takes a long run, maybe peace is learned in steps, maybe dreams return in pieces where the light and shadows mesh. And the road beneath my tires feels like learning how to breathe, learning to believe. I'm still driving toward tomorrow, where the day breaks clean and new. Every mile becomes a promise that I'm stronger moving through. Yeah, the sunrise paints my future as the darkness fades to slow. Still driving toward tomorrow. On I go. On I go. Morning breaks across the blacktop, like a hand that lets you go. I've been carrying the weight of things I never meant to keep. All the moments that went sideways, all the nights I couldn't sleep. But there's something in the highway when the day begins to rise, like a promise in the distance, pulling truth from tired eyes. And the wind starts saying softly, let the past fall where it is. That's the way the road forgives, in the hum of open mouths. Every heartbreak left behind me slowly loosens, slowly smiles. Yeah, the world grows wide and gentle where the dawn begins to live. That's the way the road forgives. Let me live. Tried to hide the parts of me that didn't shine. Left my shadows in the rear view, hoping time would realign. But the road keeps teaching lessons in the quiet of its turns, showing scars can guide you forward like the bridges that we burn. And the sunlight on the shoulder feels like something close to grace. Slowly smiles. Yeah, the world grows wide and gentle where the dawn begins to live. That's the way the road forgives. Let me live. Let me live. Maybe healing takes a long route. Maybe peace is learned in time. Maybe love begins in places where the soul relearns its shine. And the asphalt feels like mercy underneath the wheels that spin, pulling me again. That's the way the road forgives, turning sorrow into light. Every mile becomes a victory as the dark moves out of sight. Yeah, the future opens gently where the long horizon lives. That's the way the road forgives. And I forgive. Let me live. Let me The morning wind cuts gently through the spaces in my mind. I've been walking through the echoes of the places I've outgrown, leaving footprints in the dust where I once thought I stood alone. But the breeze along the highway pulls the truth out of my chest, telling me the road remembers all the times I did my best. And the trees along the shoulder sway like they can hear my heart, 'cause the wind knows my name. Every whisper, every sound, every hope I tried to bury, it keeps blowing back around. Yeah, it calls me toward tomorrow, where the long road turns to flame. The wind knows my name, just the same. There were nights I held the silence like a weight I couldn't lift, thinking failure was a mountain I was never meant to shift. But the open fields remind me that the world keeps moving on, and the softness of the daylight shows the shadows where they've gone. And the sunlight on my shoulders feels like something I can trust, 'cause the wind knows my name. Every whisper, every sound, every hope I tried to bury, it keeps blowing back around. Yeah, it calls me toward tomorrow, where the long road turns to flame. The wind knows my name, just the same. Maybe healing's in the motion of a day that's never still. Maybe courage is the quiet when you finally let it spill. And the wind that's always shifting knows the stories I became, knows them all by name. And the wind knows my name. Every dream I couldn't speak, every broken winter memory, every triumph, every meek. Yeah, it carries who I'm becoming as the horizon burns its flame. The wind knows my name, and I'm not the same. The river hums a memory as it curls beneath the dawn. I've been walking past the water where the sunlight paints the stones, letting ripples trace the edges of the stories I've outgrown. Every step along the shoreline feels like letting go of weight, and the current keeps reminding me the past can still abate. And the wind above the surface sings the truth that I've confessed. Where the river turns west, I can feel my heartbeat rise. Every moment grows much lighter under open travel sky. Yeah, the road and water meet me in a place that feels like rest. Where the river turns west, I feel blessed. There were days I chased the shadows in the corners of my mind, let the darkness in the eddies pull me back to what I'd find. But the river keeps on moving, teaching steady as it flows, that the answers I've been seeking are the ones the water knows. and the breeze begins to shimmer as the daylight shifts to you. Where the river turns west, I can feel my heartbeat rise. Every moment grows much lighter under open travel skies. Yeah, the road and water meet me in a place that feels like rest. Where the river turns west, I feel blessed. Maybe healing's in the turning, in the places where we've been. Maybe peace is found in currents, where the broken pieces mend. And the river's quiet wisdom holds the truth of where I'm bound, home in every sound. Where the river turns west, all the doubts fall out of you. Every sunrise in the distance feels like something breaking through. Yeah, the future's flowing gently where the long roads intersect. Where the river turns west, I reconnect.